Greetings everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Astrowolf, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here for my fun little video. I wanted to show you guys some of the victories that my Vega landed me. And yeah, I'm very proud of him for how well he did. He lost a couple battles, but he did a lot of really good stuff against FTW. And you know, I'm happy about it. Now I know it looks bad seeing a lot of defeats, but you guys will see that my commanders did a really good job. So I want to show you guys some of the really cool stuff I got. Heh, Segi. So that's funny. Here we are. So one of my first hits was against this person, and I killed 1,172 Cronus. I want to show you guys that. My Dragon Slayer really came through. And like it is, I'm running heavy attack equipment on her, because when you have a one-slot bus commander, all that matters is that you have attack and as much damage as possible. And that is why I haven't gotten rid of Dragon Slayer. Shabam! And we win. And then we go against this guy. This time we lose nothing, but they lose 18,075 hummingbirds and 8 origins. And this is a really good Orochi. So yes, we lost, but we actually were able to do a decent amount of damage considering this is a lower level commander and they are running heavy equipment. But yeah, so considering that we actually did that much damage is really good. And then this time we lost 270 Ether Dijins, but they lost 714 Mirages and 40 Origins. That means they lost 754 soldiers. So that means we only lost about 1/3 of what they lost. So they hit me first, which is unfortunate. But my Vega comes through with his shockwave and just murders them. That's why the Ether Dijin is really good for a one-slot busting commander, because it's literally the highest level of attack, the highest attack for airships. Because remember, the other airships, like the you know those red ships, the ethereals, their critical is congruent to how many people are what do you call it, adjacent to them. So that means the more in each slot you have of them, I think the better their critical, if I remember right. And then the IC 1848, that one is attack based, but it depends on how much accuracy you have, if I remember right. And then the Cyan Shuttle is, I know that one for sure. That one is how much dodge you have will also increase their self-healing ability. But so this one, we lost nothing, but they lost, oh gosh, 812 Cronus and 649 Eye of Greeds. Shabam. And we just completely clear them out. So we have a lot of victories, actually, but there are a couple defeats as well. Like, for instance, this one. We lost 21 Ether Dijins, but they lost 1,985 Void Skaters and 145 Time Walkers. Watch this. Here comes my shockwave. All of my abilities came through. So even though we lost, our absolutely insane Ether Impact Shield defended us from a max leadership commander. So watch this. That means we absorbed a huge amount of stuff, of damage, and we only lost very little when it came to the, remember, Void Skaters are a tier 12 soldier, and they are equivalent to, Terra Space. So that's why we lost 21 Ethodigens. But as you guys can see, that is a large amount of soldiers they lost, considering this is all level 45 equipment, and they are running 4 gem sets on all of them. So considering that we actually did that much damage against Cyrex, which is a freaking huge player, I'm very proud of that. And that, you know, goes to show that we won that battle just by having a defeat of the battle. They lost way more than we did. Now this one I lost 243 Ethodigens, but they lost 740 Mirages and 40 Origins. And, you know, like this guy's trying to go around this again. I'm like, oh no you don't. Breakdown comes through again. And I love Breakdown. And in this one, they lose 194 Void Skaters. And this time we don't lose anything. Unfortunately, our shockwave didn't, you know, trigger, so we didn't do as much damage as I wanted. But we still hit them and slowly whittled them down. Then this person, we lost 559 Ethodigens, but they lost 2,944 Eye of Greeds. Take a look at this. So they hit us for a pretty nasty hit. But even though we do that, we can still manage to clear that slot and win that battle. Just so you know, this battle, I mean, this entire war was a huge fail. Like, we lost so much. But, you know, I was still able to get a massive amount of points and help our team. This person, Cyrex, this time they lost 1,277 Void Skaters and 149 Time Walkers. Check this one out. Shabam. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, so even though they have level 45 of the equipments, we still managed to do a massive amount of damage. Look at all of that. And we lost nothing. So even though a lot of their stuff is better than mine, we still managed to actually do a lot of damage to them. And then this one, they lost. So I hate Reinhardt, and it was nice to watch my Vega murder them. Eat that. It's so good. And that also eats up their speed ups, like I told you about on my last video. And I hate Reinhardt's with an unholy passion, so every time I get a shove a cactus right up the bum bum, it is good stuff. So this time, we lost 217 Ethodigens, which is unfortunate, but they lost 2,461 Origins. They are very lucky they didn't have, you know, a full march, or else they would have suffered a lot worse. I want to show that to you again. Shabam. We almost completely cleared that slot. So considering we did that massive amount of damage, that means they had to use a crazy amount of speed ups to heal that. And that's kind of the point that I have when it comes to fighting in these battles. My goal is just to piss off the enemy as much as possible and mess them up. My Orochi is getting better, he's getting stronger, but he still needs to be much bigger for him to go against the big boys. But as you guys can see, my Vega is big enough to do as much damage as that is needed. And he does a fantastic job. My Rogers is big enough that he can still hold the line on smaller commanders and actually do a decent job. And watch what happens when we fight Skull. So even though we lose all our soldiers, we still managed to do a massive amount of damage to him. The problem that we had is that he still cut through our ether impact. And I'm going to show you guys this again. So we have a big shield, right? But unfortunately, he cuts through that because he has that much attack. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, you know, as you guys can see, he is running some nasty stuff. So yeah, we lost, but we still managed to kill more than twice what we lost. And that is kind of the point of these battles. And that, you know, goes to show that, you know, stuff is looking good. So, yeah. And then, I can show, and then, you know, we can try one of these. My Rogers is actually doing a fairly good job, and I'm very happy about that. Wow, we cleared that guy all in one shot. So we're probably going to lose on this one. Unless Vega... Actually, that was a really good hit. Good job, Vega. But unfortunately, we lost that one. But like it is, my beautiful Roger still comes in and is able to hold the line. That's one of the things that I really love about Rogers, is that he can still do a lot of damage. Even though we took away the absolute defense, he can still heal his own soldiers. And this guy also has Menderbot. So we have a level 8, and here's Menderbot level... what? Oh, so this is actually an Orochi. So we are most likely going to lose this, just because this is an Orochi that's max level. But as you guys can see, we are cutting through his defenses because we have that Terra Space. Terra Space is deadly against Orochis, but you have to make sure you do enough damage, and you gotta make sure you can self-heal. And as you guys can see, our Menderbots are actually coming through and giving us enough damage. Look at that. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I think he's running Cephas Majesty, and that's what's making it so he can't heal, which is dumb. But overall, we won. So, as you guys can see... yeah, so technically he lost more than we did, and we actually didn't lose much at all. Like, maybe 50... We lost maybe, about 93 soldiers. Sorry, 97 soldiers. That's not bad. That actually goes to show that my Rogers is doing a very good job. Because here's the thing. Rogers does a fantastic job at defending himself because he has the defensive stance, Tyrant Cometh, Awakening Airship, and Menderbot. The Menderbot actually allows him to heal his soldiers, which is really nice. And that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow my Rogers with the Menderbot, because that means he's going to be able to actually go toe-to-toe with other commanders now, because he's going to be having a lot of strength on him. And like it is, guys, the damage reduction is the key part that's going to keep my dear friend alive. But as you guys can see, there's 15 days left on this one until we get to this one. And as you guys can see, I only have 33. So unless something big happens, I don't think I'm going to be getting these Orochi medals, which is going to be very disappointing. But yeah, my commanders are doing a much better job, and I want to try to get another set of Orochi equipment put on my Rogers, because having that skills trigger rate, as well as that damage reduction, is going to be really nice. Because that's going to make it so that way my Rogers will have more of a chance of activating his abilities. Now, as you guys can see, he is running Power of Scorpio and Hercules Protection. But I might want to swap that over to maybe Cephas Majesty, because as you can see, the other commander was probably also running Cephas Majesty, and that made it so that way we couldn't heal our soldiers. And I thought, you know, the stupid Menderbots would not be affected by that, but they might be. But like it is, we still have the line and hurt him more than he hurt us, and we were still able to heal our soldiers. So that is why I haven't given up on Rogers, because Rogers is doing a very good job. I'm very proud of him, and he's holding the line. He allows us to place in events, and I'm very proud of that. So when the next leadership event comes up, which should be within a day or two, let's see. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Because as you guys can see, remember when I told you that the game developers are sneaky people? After Sunday, when we hit the Monday event, I'm most likely going to have to just sacrifice my magazines just for that, because of the 60% increase for adding leadership. But the nice thing though, guys, is that if another event happens and I don't have enough magazines, I can do this, and I can get myself 2,700 magazines, and we already have 34,923. So that means we can, still have, let's see, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. We almost have like 7,300 magazines ready to go after that. So we can actually wreck this upcoming Monday event. And that means my Orochi is going to go up. Oh, gee, what occurs? Probably up to 70k. Maybe, yeah, probably 70k, maybe even 80k leadership. And that's going to make him much harder to deal with when it comes to enemies. So I want to eventually make it so that way my Orochi can murder anyone and everyone. Because like I said, the more murder, the better. And remember that song Buzzkill from Monster Cat? It's like, I've seen killer swarms kill people, kill horses, kill cows. They'll kill anything that moves, that lives, breathes, even smells. They'll kill it. And it's just kind of like, it's an experiment that has gone horribly wrong. It's like the most epic song ever. But yeah, that's kind of why I like my Orochi, because he does a fantastic job. And like I said, that sadly our dear Rogers doesn't have a Thorns ability, which is very unfortunate. Because if I could put corrosive armor and the Menderbot on him, both at level 30, that would make him a lot more effective and be able to actually hurt the enemy. But as you guys can see, we lose nothing on that. And we attacked him with tier 1 soldiers. So even though we lost a little bit on that first round, even though we don't have much in a sense of attack, our Menderbots come through for us. We got 6 Menderbots. That was a perfect trigger. And if you can get 6 Menderbots on the first round, that's most likely going to seal you for the round for later on. Now, I hope that the developers allow people to add one more ability, even if it is level 15. Because if I can add level 15 corrosive armor on my Rogers, and then I can add a defensive stance level 15 on my Orochi, then that will allow both my commanders to have a lot more longevity. But right now, the best possible ability for my Rogers is Menderbot, because that's going to heal his soldiers the best. And then the best one to keep Orochi alive is Absolute Defense. And since this is a passive ability, this will not get cleared out. Now, unfortunately, I think Menderbot can be blocked by can be blocked by that, which is really annoying. But if I remember right, Seaforth's Majesty target's defense of this attack will decrease by 100% until the activator's next action. They will not be able to recover health points. So, okay, okay, I see. So this has a low chance of being activated, but when it does get activated, that one slot, not all of them, that one slot can't recover health, so it's not, you know, going to happen every time. Okay, I think I see how that works now. So, yeah, so it's unfortunate, but, you know, like I said, that's what, you know, makes my Orochi nasty, because, you know, he can make it so that way when he's going against other commanders, they can't hurt him. Oh, I did a stupid. I totally forgot. I forgot to put the sharp edge back on my Orochi. That's why his stuff was smaller. Let me quickly put that back on him. But yeah, as you guys can see, even without his artificial intelligence, he still does a good job. And like it is, guys, you know, my Roger still has a really good bonus because the AI won. And that, you know, gives him 20% of the target's health point, you know, shield. So that will still allow him to get protected from some damage. Now, like it is, guys, damage reduction overall is better over health points, because, if, you know, let's see, Rogers. Right now, he's running 42%, 42.9%. So that already means he's going to have a huge amount of damage already negated. And then he already has 731% health points. Now, the only reason why I'm not running health point stuff on Orochi is because the skills trigger rate is what allows him to do Menderbot a lot more, corrosive armor a lot more, and as you guys can see, corrosive armor is usually like much less chance to be activated. So if we can get every single possible chance of getting corrosive armor on them, the better. And you know, we are at 75% chance for Menderbot, which is really freaking good, and 93.75% for Awakening Airship, which is astronomical. So that means, you know, he's doing a fantastic job. Because for Rogers, yeah, as you can see, that's not very good. But the health points is what really help him. But if I can, I want to try to get another Lucky Nodding and put that on Rogers, because that's really going to help him out. In the end. And then the Fearless is good. I was thinking about maybe doing another Beetlejuice, but the health points really helps him out a lot. So I think I might keep the Fearless. I'm tempted to swap it over to Orochi, but Orochi does have Critical Wither and Resistance Weaken Effect, which means it'll be a lot harder for people to SWES. But I don't know. The damage reduction and the health points is really winning me over on that one. So the Antares I'm definitely going to get, though, because that's going to be more, you know, health points, defense, and dodge, while this one is only health points, defense, and RWE. So, yeah, you know, like it is, guys. I'm still trying to get stuff, you know, figured out. But as you guys can see, my beautiful Dragon Slayer is running some nice equipment. She's running some nasty stuff. And, you know, she is running Celebrity Star. So, yeah, you know, my commanders are getting themselves set out. I want to try to get at all my commanders with level 40 equipment. Because, you know, this guy has level 40 equipment. This guy has level 40 equipment. She had level 40 equipment until we swapped her over to Overlord. So we can try to get that to level 40 as quick as possible. So then it'll be 3 commanders out of 5 that have level 40 equipment. And like it is, guys, we are well on the way to really having a nasty setup of commanders. So, yeah, stuff is working out, guys. So just, you know, be patient. You know, remember, I've been playing this game for about 6.5 years. my gosh, I have no life. I kind of go through like stages of realizing that. But you know what? It's better than drinking around. It's better than sleeping around. It's better than doing drugs. It's better than, spending my money on pornography. It's better than doing a lot of crap that's out there nowadays. So you know what? If I have no life, that's probably a good thing. And I'm happy about that. It's not about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. For me, it's stuffed animals, a wonderful family that I get to go visit, a happy little apartment, little bit of vodka here and there, and just have a happy little job that pays me money, and recovering and hopefully having my last surgery at the end of the year. Everything is looking positive, guys. Everything is looking positive. So I'm really hoping on my next eye appointment everything will be looking good, and my doctor will be able to say, hey, stuff is looking good, the scar tissue hasn't tried to come back, and hopefully this will be your last surgery coming up.
Cause I want this to be my last surgery, cause I'm kinda sick of surgeries if you ask me.
But yeah, so this is a 26-minute video. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a cool little video of my commanders being awesome. And yeah, and the really awesome part, guys? Peak Contest only has 1 day and 3 hours left, and 21 minutes and 13 seconds. So that means we are going to be able to place ourselves high in the senior division. Remember, last time we did 720 submissions, we grew big. We grew freaking huge. And that is an amazing thing. So, if that is the case, guys, that means we're going to probably get ourselves into at least the top 100. And considering that's one of the top 100 out of over 4,000 players, that's awesome. That's really awesome. But yeah, so stuff is looking up, guys. Stuff is looking good. We're getting a lot of development and stuff done on our stuff. The Ponytown stuff is coming along well. And yeah, I'm very happy that we have some content. And I'm glad that I adopted Ponytown as another game to play, because I like building games. And usually a lot of the games on there you have to buy subscriptions and all that other BS. Yeah, Ponytown's free. It's completely free. And that is very honorable of the developers using their time to do that. Now, they do have patrons, so you guys can support them. But yeah, it's really cool. So I look forward to all the new content that I can post out for you guys. And like I said, please give me your feedback, guys. And tell me some new ideas that you guys have. Remember, I don't want to do much more competitive stuff. Like small little block builder games, or small little fun little things that you guys can recommend, or me doing quizzes, or fun little things that on my phone I can do. I'd happy do so. I don't have stuff for my computer yet. And remember, all of this software on my phone's been free, and I bought a one-time thing for the editing software for my videos for like $5. So just so nothing for computer yet, guys, but hopefully I can, get that set up once all these surgeries are done with. Remember, I have to think smart first, and then once I get that taken care of, then we can be underway. But yeah, guys, stuff is working out, and hopefully everything else will fall into place. So anyway, please always remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my videos, guys. Please stay awesome, and always remember, God bless.